GAC Group ITTF World Tour Swedish Open 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Stockholm. Had a bit of a technical difficulty here, so you might not have seen the result on the last women's singles semi-finals match. Chen Meng of China beat Mu Zi with 4 games to 3 and is therefore in the finals, which we'll be seeing later on this afternoon. And let's turn our heads to the men's singles competition here. Semi-finals match coming up, China versus China. It is Xu Xian on the left, and he's facing Fan Zhendong. Coming from the upper bracket of the tournament, Xu Xian, the number 2 in the world, is obviously seeded number 1 for this tournament here in the quarterfinals. He beat Taku Takakiwa yesterday with 4 games to 1. 4 games to 1 as well against Kenji Matsudera in a 4-0 over Stefan Weisch from France, and the first round victory 4 games to 2 over Andreas Törnqvist from Sweden. Fan Zhendong beat Zhu Yu yesterday 4 games to 3 with 12 to 10 in the 7th. Nail-biting finish for the 16-year-old. He beat Gustavo Zubai with 4 games to 2 and a 4-1 over Alan Benson. And in the first round he beat Hampus Soderlund with 4 games to 2. Both players have had their share of matches here at this tournament, which is not surprising at the stage of the semi-finals. This is a match I am personally looking forward to very much, especially seeing the performance of this man in the picture, which I will introduce now. In the red shirt we have Fan Zhendong. He is only 16 years old, world ranked already at 11. He's the world junior champion of 2012, and he's played 3 Pro Tour tournaments in his young career and has won 2 of them. The Czech Open and the German Open. Must not forget the Polish Open 2013, finishing about 3 weeks ago. He's won that as well. And Xu Xian here, man of the hour, number 1 seed for the tournament, the panel player, 23 years old, world ranked at 2. Semi-finalist of the World Championships 2013 and 2011. Won the World Cup in 2013. 12 times victorious on the World Tour. Won in this year alone the China Open, the China Harmony Open and the Qatar Open. Won the Grand Finals twice and is World Junior Champion as well. The year was 2004. So once again, not a bad feat. Fan Zhendong at 16 years old. He's played 3 tournaments. He's won 3. And he may be on his way in winning the 4th here, but he has to overcome the world ranked number 2 first. Xu Xian in the yellow shirt is serving in this best of 7. First 2 points to Fan Zhendong. One of the fastest players I have ever seen in table tennis. And there's still so much potential, still so much room to grow. If you think about the competition in the team of the Chinese national team, it'd be very difficult for any player to qualify or to be nominated for a major event by the head coach Liu Guoliang. Fan Zhendong earned his position in the World Championships in Paris 2013. He played in the men's singles and was only stopped by the champion Zhang Jike. He's won all other matches. Good serve of Xu Shen, short backspin serve. Was not quite long enough for Fan Zhendong to attack on it. And that was well done. Xu Shen was waiting for the topspin on the backhand corner. Fan Zhendong immediately noticed this, gently guided the ball out deep into the forehand side. Fantastic. This is something of a trademark of Fan Zhendong. Usually this works pretty well, what Xu Shen was trying here. Heavy forehand topspin here, but found the right angle immediately, Fan Zhendong. 9-7, a 2-point lead. Could be crucial. Great serve, perfect length. Ball almost stopped in the air. 9-9. Already a tense situation. That is something he cannot afford to keep missing. Fan Zhendong, game point to Xu Xian. And he misses yet another, and that means 11-9. First game to Xu Xian. He's leading 1-0. Second game commencing, 1-0 for this man here, for the number 1 seed for the Swedish Open against the 16-year-old superstar already, Fan Zhendong. 3-0. Fan Zhendong still struggling to find his rhythm in this match. So far, Xu Xian has done an excellent job of keeping the attack from Fan Zhendong in check. Has been far more aggressive than his opponent, able to force his own game onto Fan Zhendong, forcing the 16-year-old to react. He's already beaten several top 10 players in the world. Finals match at the German Open against Dmitry Ovcharov comes to mind. Service error. Always a lack of concentration, a lack of focus. It's just that this penhold technique of Xu Xian is working out perfectly at the moment. He has this great serve, forces these not so good serve receives, most of them too long or too short rather. That allows for Xu Xian to either score directly on the serve or get in with the one topspin. Third ball attack, that is classic Chinese approach to this game. Short rallies. Fan Zhendong still not stabilizing. Has not found a way to break that. He is a player that lives in the longer rallies, but he needs to get there first. Still missing footwork. Fan Zhendong did quite well there with the backhand topspins, but was stepping around to use the forehand. Hit it on the edge of his racket. Ball went straight up. 10-5. Game points to Xu Xian. Game to Xu Xian, 11-7. The number 2 in the world is up 2-0. Let's dive into the third game. Xu Xian up 2-0. Fan Zhendong not quite arrived in this match. Needs to make sure to do that in this game here. Cannot afford to let Xu Xian up with 3-0. Takes the first point of this game. Wow, that serve was just long enough to play this topspin from Fan Zhendong. Lifted it with a lot of spin. Xu Xin looking to the ceiling for answers. This game not developing in the direction he wanted it to. 5-0 for Fan Zhendong. Six to 2. Let's serve claimed by Fan Zhendong. Oftentimes this is the case that the players see that before the umpires, and most of the times they agree on it as well. Usually the trademark shot of Fan Zhendong, the backhand topspin. This time it didn't hit the mark. 6 to 3. Still his lead.
7-3.
That seems to have been hitting the table. I didn't see that directly. Fantastic rally, and this looks like exhibition mode, but this is really a tactic of Xu Xin to hit these high bouncing shots. We can see that here. It bounced up so high that it was difficult for Fan Zhendong to play a powerful smash on it, and that allowed Xu Xin to get this topspin, this counter topspin in. But Fan Zhendong did a great job finishing the point in his favor. Wow. Reminiscent of the world champion Zhang Jike. There are few players in the world that can do this. Not only hitting it with the backhand from the forehand corner, but also accelerating it down the line. 10 to 3, 7 game points for the 16-year-old. To 5. And he takes it. Fan Zhendong wins the third game. Is he back on his way into this match here? 11 to 5 the score. Xu Xin still up 2 games to 1. Fourth game about to start. Xu Xin up 2-1, but Fan Zhendong has stabilized, has arrived in this match. Spectacular rally up onto the point until Fan Zhendong missed that smash. Once again, good length on the serve. We've seen this half-long serve so many times now in this tournament as well. The idea is to make the receiving player unsure whether it bounces twice on the table or behind the table. So the receiver has to decide, do I play a push shot or a flick shot over the table, or do I wait for it to clear the table to play a topspin on it? That decision can cost time. Sometimes you have the urge to hit it over the table when it's a long shot, and vice versa. But it's very difficult to execute. You really have to have the perfect length on the serve. Xu Xin is using a lot of side backspin on that as well to make the ball seem to stop in the air. And that was well done. Xu Xin had a good idea here, masking it as he was trying to flick. Last second pushed it over the table, but Fan Zhendong was right up to the challenge. Very alert performance. Can he win this fourth game here? It's very unusual for him to keep missing these backhand shots. He was setting it up perfectly. Oh, what a rally. Perfect serve receive from Zhendong. And there are very few players in the world, if any, that could bring that back to the table. But Xu somehow did. Was waiting his time here to play the forehand topspin. The angle was too wide. Point to Zhendong nonetheless. 8-8. Could be an important game here if Xu manages to win it.
Publiken, använd inte blixt. No flash, please.
Game point, Zhendong. Lost the first two games, but it seems he's right back on track. It'll be a completely different game at 2-2. Confidence of Xu will have to be rebuilt. Always feels better when you're ahead. And Zhendong takes it 11-8. 2 games to 2 now.
Ja, än en gång till publiken. Det stör spelarna väldigt mycket om det kommer en blixt från en kamera. Och från panelen mobil så glöm inte att stänga av blixtfunktionen. Tack.
We're starting into the 5th game. 2 games to 2. First 2 won by Xu and then 2 by Zhendong. Completely open game now. This semi-finals match of the Swedish Open 2013. Who will be in the finals? Two good serves of Xu one of the best serving players in the world. absolutely astonishing rally. How fast are these legs of Xu Xin? And how much in control of his body is Fan Zhendong. Wow. 2-1. Great topspin from Xu Xin. Re-establishing his lead in the match. Sensed that the forehand side was open and then hit right on the corner. Perfect placement. Wow. That was again very difficult to keep the elbow up while still leveling on the racket, not to pull the racket up on the serve receive. That's the secret behind such a low serve receive. Acceleration is a whole different point here. Very impressive backhand technique of Fan Zhendong. Can he equalize now? And he does. 6-6, 2-2. We couldn't ask for a more tense semi-finals match. So difficult to call a winner. There's once again the issue cropping up with the backhand topspin of Xu Xin. There seems to be so much spin on the ball that it barely bounces on the table. We can see that coming up here. It is the second time that Fan Zhendong didn't even hit the ball because he misjudged the bounce. Can either be an issue with the table or with the spin on the ball, and I suspect it's the second one. And Xu Xin is really doing everything right at the moment. 10-7. He's always been great in making decisions during a game. And he's using all his creativity here to create situations that Fan Zhendong is struggling to deal with. Timeout from Xu Xin. I was expecting something of the sort. 10-9. Needs to make sure he wins this game. He doesn't want to be down 2-3. And give Fan Zhendong the opportunity to close down the match. Wants to be in charge of it. Wants to do the same thing in the next game. So still game point remaining, but he has to score on the serve of his opponent. 10-9 for Xu Xin. There was this weird serve receive that we've come to love from Xu Xin with the backhand side of the penhold grip, and he takes the game. 11-9, 3-2 for the 23-year-old.
You only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go.
3-2 for Xu Xin. Fan Zhendong is to serve. Can he equal the playing field, level the playing field here once again to force this match into a 7th game? We've already seen 7th and final game in the women's singles semi-finals match. Maybe we see it again here. And although that was a bit lucky from Zhendong, I have to admire his composure. Was fully prepared for Xu Xian attacking. Made it look easy. Four to two. Wow. Something of a trademark shot from Xu Xian. Forehand topspin from the backhand corner. Hit on the diagonal. That is very difficult to do. Lucky from Zhendong, still very resilient. There was this trademark shot, the backhand topspin. Great game to watch at this point. This is just a demonstration of skill on both sides of the table. Fantastic topspin from Zhendong. Look at that. Bit lucky, but it did touch the edge of the table. Xu Xian here with a chop block. 9-3, and I have very little doubt that we'll be seeing a final 7th game once again. (11-4). 6th game to Zhendong. It is going to be decided in the 7th here. It is 3-3.
And this is my friend Salmon and Salmon. Today we're going to teach you some fun facts about salmon and a brand new dance. Let me introduce you to a brand new dance. I know you wanna love it if you give it one chance. It's not complicated.
Uppmaning till publiken igen. Fotografera inte med blixt. Fotografera inte med blixt. Please don't use the flash in the channel. Thank you.
Seventh deciding game. Who will be in the finals of the men's singles at the Swedish Open 2013? Is it the serving Xu Xian or his 16-year-old opponent Fan Zhendong? Good start for the youngster. Two to two, indeterminate start. And there it was again. This is really risky maneuvering from Fan Zhendong. Very bold move, high-risk shot to play this point-bringing backhand receive. We've seen that come into fashion in professional table tennis as it is. The receive with the backhand from the forehand corner always carries the risk of opening up the backhand side completely, but then again you play higher quality shot on that, have more options with the backhand in terms of spin and placement, so that more or less equals out. And there was only one way of Xu Xian to score from that position. That was exactly that, hitting the edge of the table. Bad luck for Fan Zhendong. Might have been a crucial point in this match. Players will change hands at 5-3. Here it comes again. Looked like a sure point for Fan Zhendong. Became the complete opposite. Let's see if the timeout can save him. He's down 2 points. Five to 3 for the world ranked number 2 from China, and he is serving. Great self-confidence of Fan Zhendong, immediately attacking the serve of Xu Xian as if he was knowing what was happening beforehand. 5-4, 1 point, still in the lead. Great reaction shot.
Fredrik, sen finalerna. Så bandar de på
6-all. This could go either way now. Impressive. Landing twice on the low white line. Perfect placement from Zhendong. Switching to the parallel was the right decision. It was risky from that position and very difficult to execute correctly. But he's done everything right. And he's in the lead. Albeit by just 1 point. We'll make that 2. Might be the decision, who knows? Next point coming up is a big point for Zhendong especially. 9-6 could be the decision already. 8-7 certainly is not. Xu not to be played with. Just decided this rally is over. Upside of the penalty technique is the loose wrist. You have more movement, more ability to move the wrist freely, to flick it on the serve receive especially, and that is exactly what Xu was doing. 8-8. No more small points on the table. All points are equally important at this stage of the match. And it is once again Zhendong that takes the initiative. I'm amazed at how risky these two are playing at the moment. It is 9-9. Xu decided to play a long serve into the backhand. That is almost never a good idea against Zhendong. And he missed the table by just a centimeter. 3-3, 9-9. Impossible to call at this point. Match point, Zhendong. And he takes it. Amazing. The 16-year-old player from China, the youngster, beats the number 2 in the world, the number 1 seed out of the Swedish Open. Congratulations to Xu nonetheless. Played an excellent tournament, reaching the semi-finals, but he was overcome by his younger opponent, his compatriot, Zhendong. who'll be in the men's singles finals later this afternoon. Fantastic match, 4-3, as we can see here, decision by the narrowest of margins, 11-9 in the 7th to Fan Zhendong. So he's in the finals, but whom will he be playing? It'll either be Yanan of China or Panayotis Ionis from Greece. Next men's singles semi-finals match coming up in a few moments.